All right, as I promised you today, I'm going to tell you more about the real estate market and tell you why I'm thinking that we are forming the bottom in real estate market in Toronto. So without the further ado, I'm going to go to the screen, show you some charts, and as always, I try to keep this video as short as possible. All right, let's go to my website, yourrealestateagent.com. You click on the market, you come to this market page, you can see all the information. You can read everything on your own, but I'm going to tell you the important stuff. So first of all, the average price of a home in Toronto moved up to $1,095,000. If you remember, I sent out a short video on my YouTube and said that I'm predicting the average price of a home in Toronto is going to be north of $1,050,000. And look what just happened. The average price of a home in Toronto moved up to $1,098,000. So let's read the rest. As you can see, $1,095,000 was 17.9% down if you compare the prices year over year. But as you remember, last year we were at the peak, so it totally makes sense. And other than January, that we had the prices, average price to $1,038,000. Ever since June, we have been seeing the prices are bouncing between $1,050,000 to $1.1 million in Toronto. You can see my predictions that I predicted these numbers before, like last year. We can go through all this stuff. I'm not gonna go through all that right now. Let's go to the charts right away. The charts, if you click on 1 year, go to all property types, click on 1 year. As you can see, the average price of home in Toronto in end of February 2022 was $1.334 million, and it went down to $1,038,000 and bounced off and went back up to $1,095,000. So as you can see, we are almost 18% down if you compare the prices year over year. Let's check out the sold volume. As you can see, the sold volume have picked up compared to basically December and January, which were the very low months in terms of sales. Sold volume picked up, went up to 4,800 sales, but is still almost 50% down compared to a year ago. Active listings, on the other hand, are improving, and month of inventory, which is the good indicator that shows us the relationship between supply and demand, which was 3 months of inventory. Now it's standing at 2 months of inventory. 2 months of inventory, as you know, is a balanced market. It's not a buyer's market anymore. And literally, if we drop below 2 months of inventory, we are getting to the seller's market zone. All right, now let's check out the condo market in Toronto. The same thing is happening to condos. Condo prices were down year over year, but up month over month. Literally, we see the same ratio when it comes to the sales, number of sales. Sales dropped by almost 50%, 47.3%. And average price of a condo in the city of Toronto, 416 area, stopped at $728,000, which, as you remember, at the peak, average price of condo in Toronto was $808,000 in March 2022. Again, let's go to the charts. Click on 1 year. You can see the peak, $808,000, and prices went down below $700,000 at some point in end of January, but now they're bouncing back, coming up. And again, this is the GTA, Greater Toronto area, and the number that you're seeing, 728, was the Toronto average condo price, basically city of Toronto. This one is GTA. You can take a look at the sales, and you can see sales have picked up. And accordingly, the month of inventory, which was the buyer's market zone, we had like almost 4 months of inventory in January. Now we have 2.6 months of inventory, which is getting to the balanced market zone. Take a look at the condos in downtown. In downtown, we have 3 months of inventory. It's still buyer's market, but getting closer to balanced market. All right, let me add this about the condos in Toronto, in downtown Toronto. Basically, we had 4 months of inventory up to January, but now the month of inventory is shrinking and it's getting to 3 months of inventory, which is getting closer to the balanced market. So if you're looking for a deal in downtown Toronto, I can tell you that the window of opportunity is not going to last long, just so you know. In CO1, we had 218 condos sold, and where the number of inventory was 671 active listings. That takes the month of inventory to 3 months of inventory. All right, now let's take a look at the detached houses in Toronto. Detached houses prices were down almost 12% year over year, but if you compare it month over month, the prices have been up. And detached houses in Toronto literally have been on fire. The average detached home price was $1.4 million and went up from 1.3. So now if you look at the month of inventory in detached, actually let's go take a look at the charts right away. Click on 1 year. You can see the detached prices in Toronto at the peak was almost 1.8. It went down to 1.3. And now it's came back up to 1.44. You can see the sold volume have picked up as well. And now if you look at the month of inventory, we can see that the month of inventory in detached homes is dropping below 2 months of inventory. which takes the detached homes closer to the seller's market, basically under 2 months of inventory. Generally speaking, we are in a seller's market. So for detached homes, again, it depends on the area, what area you're looking at. This is like average GTA, but some pockets we have seller's market, some pockets we have balanced market, but generally we are looking at month of inventory below 2 months of inventory, which is considered the seller's market. So let's take a look at the semi-detached homes. Semi-detached homes also following the same pattern. Overall, year over year went down, but month over month they're coming up. So average price of a townhouse in Toronto was $934,000. Average price of a semi was $1,069,000. So that was it. I'm gonna give you my final comments right now. Okay, to wrap up this video, I'm gonna tell you my final comments. If you're a seller, you're looking to sell a detached home, you should be fine because detached homes are getting more into the demand. If you're a buyer looking, for example, for a condo downtown, the window of opportunity looks like it's shrinking because the month of inventory went down from 4 months of inventory to 3 months of inventory. So if you're buyers out there, you still can find deals, but maybe you don't find that basically amount of opportunity. Those kind of deals that you were seeing in the market, let's say by October or November, but don't be frustrated. There are deals out there still. And final words to the sellers. If you're a seller, you're gonna be in a better position compared to a few months back, so let's say November or December. So don't be worried at all. Of course, it depends on your area and type of product that you have. Let's say, for example, it's detached or it's a condo, a cookie cutter condo. So of course, that totally depends on those sort of factors. But in general, you're going to be in a better position compared to 3-4 months ago. All right, hope you enjoyed today's video. If you like today's video, please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Have a wonderful day. Bye.